Okay. So here today we are going to be doing a live stream review, and I actually did my first live review last night. I believe this is a way better form of doing reviews because I actually can give you my completely raw opinion of the strain. So the next couple of strains that I review, I 100% will be going live to review them. But let's just get into this one today. Today we have the pie cake from Lazy River. And today's strain is actually a cross of the Crippy, the wedding cake, and cherry pie. This one overall is actually very, very good for a lot of different things. But the things that it definitely will help you relieve is chronic pain, loss of appetite, anxiety, PTSD, and insomnia. These ones right here, it will definitely help you with, as I just said. But this one will help you with many more things. Overall, I definitely am a huge fan of this strain. Everything about it is on point. I would say the look of it isn't the most attractive thing in the world. I would say the look won't draw a lot of people in, but overall, the high, the taste, and the smell to an extent definitely will draw people in. This one has a beautiful taste and a beautiful high. Honestly, I am really, really satisfied with this strain, and I'm actually a huge, huge fan of any strain that is crossed with cherry pie. So the fact that this has cherry pie in its lineage is a huge plus for this strain. I would say that this strain is definitely a beauty. It's definitely not the best looker though. So let's just get into rating it. I am gonna be smoking a little bit of it at the very end, but actually might as well just smoke a little bit of it now so I can give you a completely raw opinion of this strain. So let's get to smoking it. I would say you can definitely taste a little bit of the cherry pie on the first initial taste that you will get, but you're also going to get hints of that crippy. And I would say that the crippy is actually a strain that is super distinct, super noticeable, and overall it is super potent. So, hey, shout out to whoever just commented. I definitely appreciate you. I definitely will be doing more live stream reviews. So, if you enjoy this, definitely let me know. I feel like the live stream version of these reviews is just way more organic and just a lot easier. I think that it is something that I definitely really enjoy doing. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Shout out to both of the people in the chat. Let me just clean out the bowl real fast. My apologies for the lack of noise. I know it is kind of weird when you're watching a live stream and then the person just goes silent. So just cleaning out the bowl real fast, real fast. Actually, would you guys like me to turn on some music? I might as well. I know it's gonna get me copyrighted, but sometimes it doesn't. For some reason, on the live streams, I've been noticing that the videos don't really get age restricted, and they also don't really ever get demonetized. So I think I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more live streams. Let's start off with some Central C. So let's smoke a little bit of this, and then I'm just gonna start reviewing it. I love to start the reviews off by telling you exactly how the look is because the first thing that you're going to come into contact with is the look. So before I even get to smoking this one, the look on this strain isn't appealing. I'm just being completely honest. I would have to say the look on this one is actually going to get a 6.85. It's not the prettiest strain in the world, but once you start smoking it, you start to see why it has value. Look what I just did. I forgot to put water in it. That's a big mistake. That's a big foul. That's what happens when you go live and you start talking. That's funny as hell. Start the live off with me smoking a bong with no water. Perfect way to start it off. But it's actually super smooth. It's a perfect way to start it, to be honest. I was able to just hit that without coughing at all. You can see that this strain is very smooth. I would say that this strain is definitely going to show its powers in the high, though. I would say that the high on this one is just beautiful. It is very potent. Let me say that. Let me get that of the out of the way first. I basically cleared the whole bowl without there even being water in the fucking thing. That was not a good move. But as you can see, it's burning super smoothly. Honestly, everything about this one is beautiful. So that leads me to get on to the smell. The second thing that you will come in contact with when you pick up a strain is the smell. So the smell on this one, it's definitely appealing to an extent. I'm honestly gonna have to say like an 8.1. I would say that there is stuff out there that is a lot better. So an 8.1, I might be giving it a little bit of hype. I would say that it is definitely justified, though. It's definitely a smell that a lot of people will really enjoy. So it is definitely something that I feel is fair. I feel like giving this one an 8.1 for the smell, spot on. That leads us to the taste, though. The taste is something that is actually really important. A lot of people really are focused on taste when they pick up a strain, which personally, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really give a fuck about the taste. I really don't care about the taste. The taste is something that is pretty cool. If you can come across a strain that is going to taste decent and it's also going to get you really, really high, then that's a very special strain. But this one right here, honestly, actually did pass the checks. It passed the test for the taste, and I'm gonna have to say an 8.5. Honestly, an 8.5 for the taste on this one is very fair. I think that the taste on this one is something that a lot of people will really, really enjoy. And as I did mention before, it is gonna have hints of that crippy, but you are gonna also get hints of the cherry pie, which is a phenomenal taste. If you've ever had the experience of um trying cherry pie, then you will know that cherry pie is amazing. Um the best way to support this channel is just by shouting it out, posting it on your story, letting the people know that there is someone out here that is actually telling the truth about these products. A lot of people out here are just blowing smoke, and I want to say blowing smoke up your ass, but I feel like that's a little bit sus. There's there's people out here that are literally just telling you that this is the best thing you've ever seen. Like, oh wow, look at this strain, it's so good. Those people are just trying to get brand deals. Those people are literally just trying to get paid. And at the end of the day, those people really have no value to you. They're out here just trying to take money from you. So the best way to support this channel, just subscribing and um reposting. Honestly, the fact that I'm able to have people even want to watch this is dope, but I definitely think that more people should know that there is some shitty quality stuff out here, which let me get back to this strain review because I don't want to put that message out there as if this strain is shitty. This strain right here is actually really good. So let me get back to this. The taste on this one, as I did say, it is going to get an 8.5. I believe that this one is a very good taste. It will have this funky weirdness to it, and that is from the Crippy. The Crippy is a very interesting strain. It is something that will really get you super high, but at the same time, It will also have a very interesting profile to it. It's definitely not one of those strains that people will pick out of a lineup. It's not one of those strains that people are going to be super hyped about. But if you're an OG smoker, if you're someone that really wants to get something that will knock you out, Crippy is your best friend. Let's get to the high though. The high on this one is the best part about this. It's honestly the thing that really makes me a fan of this. And that is why, honestly, for the high, this one is going to get a 9.2. I do strongly believe this one could rank a little bit higher for some people. I would say that the high is definitely best for mainly only nighttime. So that does play a factor in my grading for it. I would say that the high is something that honestly a lot of people really won't be crazy about. They won't be thinking it's the craziest high unless you are someone that really is a big fan of indicas. If you love indicas, you're going to absolutely love this one because as I said before, this one will help you with insomnia, and it definitely is something to prepare for. If you're going to smoke this one, you don't want to smoke this one before you go to work. You don't want to smoke this one before you go hit the gym. You want to smoke this one before you watch a good movie and you just chill the fuck out because this one is definitely going to help you just relax. So, with all of this being said, once I round all of these numbers up, I get a final rating of 7.8. And it's not the best in the world. Honestly, as I was saying, it definitely shows its powers in its high. It shows its powers in its taste, not necessarily showing its powers in the smell and the look. So that is definitely a reason why it's not going to be labeled as elite to me. I would say that there is strains out there that are elite. This isn't one of them. I would say that this strain honestly is really nice though. I'm a huge fan of this brand too. This brand right here is super consistent. You will only find gas from them. If you go to them, you will only find really good strains. So definitely go check out more of their products. I guarantee you will find at least something on their menu that will draw you in. But I'm gonna smoke one more bowl, then call it quits for the day. I definitely appreciate anyone that has tuned in to this. I definitely believe that doing these reviews live is just way more natural. I hate editing, to be honest. I suck at editing. So let's do it live. Shout out to the person that's in the chat, though. Big shout out to you. Much love. The person that's in the chat, are you coming from Boston today? Are you in Boston? I definitely am interested. Ooh, that was not a smart move. Just draw my banger. I didn't even know. But yeah, I'm trying to connect more with people out of Boston too. I definitely really would love to see people that are in like New York. I want to see like different people that are in all of these different states that are around here. I want to see their perspective on what the quality level is. And I want to know if people are actually noticing the rise in quality. There's a lot of states that are definitely jumping on board. I've seen a lot of people in Connecticut. They're smoking some Fidels. They're smoking some really high level stuff. So I definitely would love to see. I would love to see what Dallas is smoking on. What the hell do you guys smoke on? What's the best thing that you personally have ever smoked? What's your favorite brand and what strain was it that you got from that brand? Super interested. Shout out to Dallas, Texas too. I've never been out to Texas, but seems like a good time out there. Yeah. So basically, let me give you a little bit of a rundown. I feel you. I feel you. I'm personally someone that will pay dumb amounts of money, to be honest. I want the best thing, and it's weird. I don't when you roll up, let me ask you this. When you roll up, how much do you put in your joint, or how much do you put in a blunt? I'm very interested because if you asked me this question, if you reverse the roles and you asked me this question, you would be super surprised how much I throw into a joint or into. I don't roll blunts. I'm not gonna say that. I don't roll blunts. Fuck blunts. If you smoke blunts, you're wasting weed. Let's get that across. Because think about it like this: blunts were originally made to mask the taste of the product that's inside of them. Why would you mask the taste of the product unless it's bad product? I make my joints very thick and fat. Don't rub. How much would you necessarily say you throw into them? Do you ever scale the bud before you throw it into a joint? You want to hear something crazy though? I personally only will throw up to like a gram into a joint. Strongly believe if I'm reviewing a strain, if I throw a gram into a joint and it doesn't work, if it's not something that gets me super high, then that strain isn't something that I want to recommend to anyone because if I'm smoking a gram to myself, that should be able to get me super high. There's strains out there that will get you really really high. This one right here, the Old Dirty Biker by Theory Wellness. I actually in the future, in the near future, I will start growing. I'm very passionate about cannabis, so I know realistically if I get into it, it's going to be something that I end up getting very good at. You know what I mean? I should say that humbly. I'm someone that is obsessive with cannabis. I should say I've been smoking cannabis forever. I've always wanted to know what everything about it. I've always wanted to know everything about it. To be honest, like how the hell does this thing even work? Why is there a plant that is able to make you change everything you're thinking almost? You know what I mean? Because technically, cannabis or THC is the psychoactive property that's found in cannabis, and it's, as I just said, psychoactive. It's this thing that's able to literally change your mind. It's very cool. So I've always been super interested in it. I've always thought of it almost as this magic plant, you know? Definitely. I appreciate that. Do you grow yourself? I should have asked that after you asked me if I grew. Do you grow? I've personally wanted to grow forever now. I've always wanted to grow, but I don't know. I don't have patience. I don't have patience. I'm the type of person that've always been in a rush. So I feel like now I've built a decent patience that I am probably able to grow now. I feel like it's time for me to try. I gotta clean this bong. How did it come out though? It was decent. It came out like like smokable at least, or was it the type of thing that you had to keep putting out or had to keep relighting? Because I personally, that's one thing that like kind of stops me from growing. I don't want to grow some bullshit and then just be stuck with some stuff that I don't even want to smoke. I'm such a weird smoker. Like I have stuff sitting around that I picked up and I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want to smoke this. I'll just throw it to the side. Oh, that's dope. See, that's one thing I feel like they should be doing at Massachusetts dispensaries. They should be doing more seed drops. Damn, I got some shit on my lip. They should be doing more seed drops, and they should also be doing clone drops where you could buy clones. But there's not a lot of genetics out here yet. There's not a lot of people that even have their own genetics, so people can't really do that yet. But Colorado's huge. Colorado's popping. Yes, the first couple times are you're gonna be huge for learning. You're gonna learn so much. You're gonna be able to figure out exactly what not to do. The best teachers in life tell you what not to do. That's what I've learned. You don't want to sometimes having a good role model is huge, but having a good role model of what not to do is even more important. I got to start getting ready for work, but I definitely really appreciate everyone that has stopped by for this live. Definitely really appreciate the MA 2020 Bandit. Big shout out to you. I have much love for everyone that has stopped by, but overall, big love to you. I will be doing more lives in the near future. I definitely want to keep doing these, so definitely stay tuned. I appreciate you. Appreciate you though. Definitely have a blessed day.